Hey guys, Midpongmaster here. So I'm going to be putting this before the video really starts, saying this video is going to be very low quality and very laggy. So, my computer's been lagging. If you saw my NCP week 1 video, it was just terrible frame rate wise. So, I went to upgrade it. Didn't really work out, so my computer's in the shop right now, so I actually just got it back. But the people at the computer store told me that my motherboard's going out and it's going to need to be upgraded. And after turning it on, I completely understand how. It took me 15 minutes for it to even, for me to log in. So I've been spending the past hour and a half just trying to get my files from my desktop that I need to back up that are important to me, and to get my video files for this battle. So sorry if it's laggy. It sucks that it was against Cbad, probably the biggest person I've ever fought on my channel, but yeah, it's unfortunate, but we had a great battle. If you want to see this, if you want to see our battle without lag, go and watch his side. He's a great dude to talk to, great content creator. So yeah, I just thought you guys might want to, I just thought I needed to say this before the battle started. So once my computer's all upgraded and such, it'll probably be a week or two. I'm currently recording my mom's laptop, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's honestly better than my desktop, so hopefully the content's still good. Once my desktop's all fixed up, content will be better than ever, like frame rate rise and stuff. So yeah, hope you enjoy the battle. Yo, what is going on, YouTube? It is your boy Midpongmaster here today with NCP Nimbus Season 3, Week 3 against Crimson Cbad and his Detroit Steelwings. So we are getting to fight the Crimson Cbad, aka just Cbad, because he finally got rid of Crimson. So this dude has been like somebody that I've looked up to in the content creation and Pokemon field for so long, and it's just still unreal to me that I get to battle him, that I even get to have the Detroit Steelwings logo. So this week we're going to be starting off the video a little bit different. We're still doing the team builder portion, but instead of doing it in Showdown, we're going to do it in the actual Wi-Fi game, the Sword of Shield. So, but before I go into any of that, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more Draft League content on my channel. So I did set up something between now and last time I recorded, and that is custom sprites. So we are going to have some custom sprites from now on. I have 4 out of 6 mons. I have 4 mons done from NCP team, and I have 1 for a league that I haven't started yet. I haven't started uploading. So I have a few mons done. So I'm gonna, from now on in a Wi-Fi league, I'm gonna do custom sprites for every one of my mons, unless if I think their sprites already cool enough. So before we actually get into that part, let's go over Cbad's team. He has a Jirachi, an Incineroar, a Toxapex, an Umbreon, a Roserade, a Reuniclus, a Beartic, a Togetic, a Dracloak, and him on top. So this is kind of hard stall, but I feel like we have such an offensive team that we kind of just destroy him. Like, he doesn't have an electric resist. I mean, his resist is a Roserade, but that's not the greatest electric resist. And other than that, he has nothing. So Toxtricity just kind of roams free. He also, his way of dealing with ground types is Togetic, but unfortunately, my only ground type is a Claydol, so that's kind of unfortunate. And I also forgot to mention, we did make a transaction. I dropped Linoon for Barbaracle. Didn't think Linoon made a lot of sense when I have an Obstagoon. So, it was just kind of it was one of those kind of deals where I just thought, it just didn't make sense. So, his team is, very stally, but, I'm extremely afraid of, what's it called? An Acid Armor, 2 attacks, Reuniclus, because that kind of destroys my entire team with, Acid Armor, Psychic Move, Focus, / Recover, because it just destroys my team. Jirachi, I don't really know what it's going to do. It can be this Choice Scarf. What's it called? Choice Scarf. Just flinch set. It could be Bulky Stealth Arc, Bulky Calm Mind. So, yeah, let's get into the actual team. So, first one we have. I didn't mean to that's not what I meant to do at all. Well, now you guys get to see the Conkeldurr early. That's not what I meant to do. So you see this awesome Conkeldurr. It's based off Pennywise, red nose and such. There really isn't much you can do with Concoder, but we are bringing a Flame Orb set with max attack, 132 HP, and then 116 speed. I believe that was to outspeed a very minimally speed Incineroar. And we have the knockoff Drain Punch, Thunder Punch facade with the Guts ability. It just lets us hit super hard, and he just doesn't have a switch in because like his team's like very passive stall. So like I can switch this in on Toxapex and just like click Thunder Punch, switch it in on Umbreon, Drain Punch. It just does a lot of damage to his team. I think that has a pretty good matchup. Next up, I didn't have time to do Obstagoon. I couldn't figure out what to do. It's another Guts Flame Orb Mon with max attack, 220 speed with the Jolly Nature with 36 HP to outspeed that Roserade, and just, I click bulk up, knock off Facade Close Combat, and I just kind of destroy his team. We need to figure out what kind of set his Jirachi is to see if he outspeeds me, because if he outspeeds in the flinch set, that kind of destroys the purpose of this Mon unless I can break through the flinches. Next up, we have this amazing Escavalier Shiny. Shoutouts to Kurt the Buzzwolf for coming up with this idea. This came out so much better than I expected. The gold with the blue just looks amazing with Megahorn Ironhead Jorma knockoff with the Brave Nature with 0 speed IVs. So we can always underspeed a Reuniclus if it tries to set up Trick Room. This is 100% my Reuniclus switch in with Megahorn Ironhead Drovan knockoff. Just hits the entirety of his team for good damage and just does a lot. His switch into this is Incineroar, so if I don't think he'll stay in, I'll just click Drill Run. Next up, we have this amazing Toxtricity sprite that I downloaded. I didn't make this, unfortunately, but I thought this was fire. Choice specs with max special attack, 140 speed, and 116 HP. I believe that was to outspeed an Adamant Incineroar. With Overdrive, Volt Switch, Boom Burst, Sludge Wave. I'm really only going to need to click Overdrive or Volt Switch just because it does that much damage since he doesn't deal with electric types very well. So this just does some damage against his team. Next up, we have an amazing Gardevoir sprite. It's the Delta Gardevoir from Insurgent, so I think this looks extremely fire. Expert Belt with max special attack modest with 156 HP and 100 speed. Shadow Ball, Psychic, Moonblast, Focus Blast. I just saw this sprite and I had to download it because I love Delta Gardevoir and Insurgents, and I just think it's just fire here. So Shadow Ball, as I said before, Shadow Ball, Psychic, and Moonblast, Focus Blast with the Extra Belt just helps me hit a lot of his team super effectively, and with that Extra Belt just do even more damage to destroy his team. So then our final Mon is Noivern. Didn't have time to make a sprite for it either. This is a Stall Breaker, Air Slash Taunt, Super Fang Roost. It's kind of my way of dealing with Jirachi, because I also do have the Rocky Helmet. I have 244 HP, 52 defense with a Bow Nature, then 212 speed. So I'll always outspeed a Jirachi unless he's Scarf. I basically outspeed his entire team if he's not Scarf. I believe this will be my designated lead just because I can click Taunt on anything. If he leads Reuniclus, I can just taunt it so it just can't set up a free Calm Mind or Defense or a, what's it called? It is a Trick Room, that's what I was thinking. And it makes it to where Jirachi can't just set up Stealth Rocks. It just helps me a lot with lead scenarios because I'm not bringing removal. But I'm not overly weak to removal because his Stealth Rocker is Jirachi. That's it. He has T-Spikes and Toxapex, but I have a Toxtricity. Then he has T-Spikes and Roserade and Spikes. So it doesn't do a lot there. Spikes are kind of good against my team, but if I can just taunt those away, it'll be fine. And it's just kind of stall breaking. Rocky Helmet, so if he Choice Scarf Jirachi, he can't just Iron Head me over and over. He can, but I'll get enough damage off to him to where I can hopefully weaken him and break out and just kill it later. So yes, this is the team builder, and we'll be getting to the battle soon. And here we are with the battle. So I am 152. Just messaged him I'm ready, so let's get this going. So if you can't tell, I'm super nervous for this battle, but I'm also super excited at the same time. So gonna press A. Gonna message him good luck, have fun, of course. Oh, he even wished back the good luck. So that's fire in itself. So let's see what he brings. He's probably just going to do a little intro right here. So it might just be a little bit, but you know what? That's fine. I'm super excited for this battle, and yeah, I wouldn't say I'm going to 6-0, but it'll at least be a 5-0. So let's see what he brings. Whoa, no Reuniclus, so he brings Jirachi, Roserade, Toxapex, Togetic, Hitmontop, and Incineroar. Okay. So I got this entire team wrong, really. So there's no Reuniclus, but there's a Toxapex. I guess I only got a few ones wrong, too. So Toxapex. Oh, that thing's big. That's a big boy. That's a big boy. And then Togetic. So the no Umbreon. Okay. I believe that's everything, so I'm just going to lead Noivern. That's good against pretty much everything. So here we go. I believe I got everything. Yeah, that looked right. So, good luck, have fun. I've already told him DMs. So let's get this going. So I'm pretty much everything. I'm just gonna click the taunt, like Toxapex, Roserade, Jirachi. It's a Tigress. That's the Incineroar. I had to make that one. Let's not switch into this thing. So he's Choice Scarf, okay? That's nice to know. I'm sure he outspeeds me here. Adamant does not outspeed, so I think I'm just going to click Super Fank here because he can't knock me out with any one hit. So he's actually going to switch out. Okay. What does he go into? Scrambled. That's the Togetic. Okay. Do I miss? No. So he's at 51. So here, I just go Toxtricity 100%. Because I can just Volt Switch out that next turn. I don't know what he could like try to predict the double here. I don't know if he would. He can easily go for the Roost. That's a Fire Sprite. Goes for the Roost, okay. But there's no way he stays in here, so I'm just going to go for that raw Volt Switch. You know, making him pick on to take this Choice Specs hit. So he's going to switch out. I would assume Jirachi or maybe Roserade. Cbad Bless. That's the Jirachi, okay. Holy crap, was that a crit? No, it was not. So I'm just going to go into this. And he's Choice Specs. So that is a switch out. Because this Excavalier no longer has a use because that Reuniclus is not here. It's here for Roserade, but you know, other than that, it's not the greatest. Another Fire Sprite. He's gonna switch out into Plague. Is that the Toxapex? That is certainly the Toxapex. So Conkeldurr just kind of comes in here. Because how much does Excavalier do? Excavalier's okay, but Conkeldurr's kind of like my raw switching into this. Kind of wishing I brought Mach Punch here over maybe something like the knockoff. But, you know, I couldn't have known he wouldn't bring Rena close. He goes for his own knockoff. Okay. So that's going to do around 14. It's not working. People have been having troubles with lane recently. Okay. And it doesn't look like it took either of our time. So I'm just going to Thunder Punch here. Because even though I don't have my Flame Orb anymore, I can still do some good damage, obviously. So I did around 40%, and he's going to go for the recover. Okay. So obviously he's not going to Scald Burn me. So I think I'm just going to knock off because I want to see what kind of item this is. Maybe he's like a Wakan Berry for that for my Toxtricity. But I need to make sure my Obstagoon does not get in range. So he's actually going to switch out here. What is he going to? Incineroar? Tigers. Okay, that's good. But I just got that raw knockoff right there. So that did around like 15. So I'm going to guess he's 85. So I'm just going to Drain Punch here because he can't do a lot to me. Like he's going to go for Parting Shot. Okay. That's actually not bad. I can see him going back into Toxapex here. Like I had no reason to switch out there. Because Drain Punch would have done a lot. Okay, that's the Roserade. Okay. That did a lot for me being at -2. Okay. So I'm back at full. And I'm going to go into my Excavalier because this is my switch into this thing. That did a lot, really. I should have gone into Noivern so I can taunt the next turn. So what does he go for here? Like a Spike? Extra Sensory. So 177. He's Life Orb, okay. And it's 158. So he did 19, yeah. That's pretty basic damage. I'm going to knock off this turn. So he's at like 70. So extra sensory. The Plague, yeah. That did a lot. And he had the Black Sludge. Okay. So he's at like 75. I'm going to go straight into my Toxtricity here. And then just fire off another Volt Switch. Because I'm getting close to the point where it just claims a KO or just really close to a KO every time. And I can't really risk the Assault Vest on this thing because I need it for that Jirachi. Oh, he switches out. What does he go into? Okay, he goes into this. I'm fine with that. He's predicting the Drill Run. So how much does Roserade take from a Choice Specs? It does not appreciate that. So I think I'm just going to click Boom Burst here. No, I'm just going to click Volt Switch. I just want to whittle everything down a little bit more. So yeah, he's going to switch out. What does he go into? He goes out into Where's My Hug? Is that the Hitmontop? Yeah, so he's at around 60. That's pretty basic damage. And I'm going to go on into this. And he's Assault Vest. Okay. That's pretty much what I expected. So do I just go back out into this? I think I do, because what does he do to Toxtricity here? He doesn't get Earthquake. Does he? If only I would have had like U-turn. Brutal swing. That actually did quite a bit. That did 65. Looks like he's actually technician. I missed that. So, now that that thing's weakened, it's looking really good for Obstagoon, because only thing that has a chance at speed is Jirachi. So I'm going to go back out into this. So this thing's at like 30. So he's going to go for another move to hit me. But he's going to take the Rocky Helmet damage. So I'm actually going to heal up here. Or should I just go for the Air Slash? Air Slash is best play. Brutal swing. I don't know why I wrote down Brutal Switch. It's Brutal Swing. But now he's lost his one Toxtricity answer. So why did I just get at? No. So he's actually going to switch out. What does he go into? Scrambled? I'm fine with that. Because I would love to know what kind of damage. I did around like 20% with Noivern. So that's looking like a physically defensive set. How much does Dazzling Gleam do? It actually does quite a bit. So I'm going to go into John Jr. again here. He can easily predict the switch because I've done it before. The thing is, does he? Does he go for like Baton Pass maybe? He goes for D-Gleam, yeah. So that did... I actually did like 30. No game, don't lag out on us. And last time I checked, we were both around like 7 minutes. And we are back after that unfortunate disconnect. I'm at a much lower time than I originally was. So like that's really unfortunate, but you know, there's nothing that we can do here. Decided to take off layout because it was kind of lagging out. It was like really lagging out the entire game, so we finally pick up a kill on one of our sides. So Toxtricity kills. Toxtricity kills. What's it called? Toxtricity kills him on top. So we're going to play this fast because I was having to watch my video on the sidebar because it would not work. I mean, like, I had to rewatch every single turn. So he's going to go out into his Rose Raid. Okay. I mean, I'm fine with that. So he's Natural Cure. I could have guessed. So I have to go Excavalier here. For all he knows, I could outspeed. What does he go into? That was a good play. Because, like, even if I was Choice Scarfed, I would have gone for Psyshock. And I really need to work on OBS settings because, like, it's lagging really hard, even though, like, it only does this for Academy and not for Academy, for NCP. So he's going to Parting Shot out here. He has no reason not to. I mean, he could Flare Blitz because, like, Max Cavalier walls his Jirachi, which is, from what I can tell, is WinCon. So, like, Encoder doesn't do much here, obviously. So, like, I have to switch out here. Flare Ballista is good chunk. He goes for knockoff. Okay. And obviously I don't have an item. So he knows he can't stay in here, so I'm just going to go for knockoff. Because he does not kill me. So we know he has knockoff. So he's going to go out into his Roserade. That thing is not going to want to take this. I really thought we just got that kill there for a second. But now am I afraid of this thing? I don't think so. Because I always live a hit here, and I don't want to risk damage on anything else I have. Whoa. Rest? Rest natural cure. I just kind of clicked a move there because, you know, I had no reason not to. But, like, rest natural cure is kind of cool. So he's at like 51. I'm just going to click knockoff. He could have sleep talk. That would be kind of fire. So it's just like, what's he going to do here? So he's going to withdraw. I click knockoff on whatever comes in. So he goes out into this. I'm fine with that. I just kind of keep clicking T-punch. And I accidentally revealed the drill run on my... what's it called? My Excavalier, just because I thought that's what I went for one turn, but it was not. So, like, I'm just going to click Thunder Punch here. He can go into his Incineroar if he wants. Nah, he's just going to try to get rid of... That's actually a smart play. But I'm just going to Facade again, because that does at least a good night. Because he can also think I'm going for knockoff. But I 100% live this unless if he is Modest. Which he probably could be. Is he Modest? He is not. Do not confuse me. And he is gone. Okay. So Conkeldurr kills Roserade. So it's up 6-4, but my Conkeldurr is useless. So Conkeldurr kills Roserade. So he's gonna go into this thing. I'm fine with that. Get that Intimidate off. If only I would have Mach Punch. But like knockoff was the brain cure considering his team. So Incineroar kills not Toxtricity. Incineroar kills Conkeldurr. That crit obviously mattered. So like Toxtricity, does that just kind of come in and pick up a KO? I can just go into this actually. Because there's no way he lives this hit. Actually, he very easily does. But I don't see him staying in here when he still has a... Actually, I killed the Hitmontop, didn't I? I believe I'm just going to bulk up here. I was thinking my Flame Orb was going to activate there. If I would have brought webs, this game would be over. What does he go for? He goes for the Parting Shot. So, does Jirachi kill me with a Choice Scarf Dazzling Gleam? Choice Specs, actually. He's not Choice Scarf. He does not kill me. Does this thing get anything else? He gets Aura Spear. Okay. So, I'm going to go out into Excavalier here. And I believe I live 2. I easily chew 2 here. So let's see what he goes for. And he has the Ore Spear, okay. 159 to 118. So I just go for the drill run here. 159 minus 118, that is 41. So he's going to go into that Incineroar, which I don't have a switch into at this point. And I miss. I just kind of... Do I need this? I don't. Because Jirachi comes in on it almost every time. I have a Toxtricity for Toxapex. Togetic. I need Toxtricity more than I need that. Do I live? I have a chance to live. And he's gonna... If he parting shots here, that's just a good play. But I'm gonna get his Intimidate, actually. So unless if he parting shots here, he goes for Knockoff. Holy crap, that still did a lot. 163 minus 75, that did 88. Yeah, so he's adamant. But he also doesn't want to take this Focus Blast, but then again, nothing does. So let's just go for it, because does Jirachi die? Jirachi has a chance to die to this Focus Blast. Incineroar kills Gardevoir. So I'm just going to go into this thing and I'm going to Volt Switch. That is fun. Actually, I just click Overdrive here. That honestly sucks. Actually, I could have gone for Boom Burst, but Jirachi doesn't automatically win. We just have to make sure he can't just click into one move. Okay. Toxtricity kills Incineroar. So he's gonna go into this thing. And Aura Sphere 100% doesn't kill me here. Okay, so I wish there was a set for Choice Specs. It's like if he goes for Aura Sphere, that's a good play. He doesn't two-shot me. He goes for U-turn. That's actually kind of cool. So that did 12. Yeah. That was actually smart. I'm proud of Cbad. Because what does he go into now? Toxapex? He'll be at full. Actually, he goes out into this thing. There's unfortunately not a set for this. I go into this. Just Togetic, get a fire move. So he's gonna stay in here. Yeah, it gets Fire Blast, so I had to, it got all kind of coverage, so I had to switch out there. Could have gone. He actually goes for Air Cutter. Toxtricity just picks up a kill here. So Volt Switch. He's actually going to switch out. What does he go into? Toxapex? That's almost dead. But now I just go into my thingy. I go into this and I just click Knock Off. So I have... Okay. So I can still win this. So he kept Togetic... So he has a Jirachi, a Togetic, and this. So... Obstagoon kills Toxapex. And it's unfortunate about the timer because we should have a lot more than we actually do, but we don't. I go into this here. Does he go for U-turn? Doom Desire, okay. But he can't just stay in here. Because when does Doom Desire... It hits 2 turns. Okay, so we're good this turn. And he's gonna switch out here. Yeah. So I'm just gonna click overdrive here. So this thing is dead. Okay. So Toxtricity kills... Okay. Toxtricity kills Togetic. Jirachi kills... So Jirachi kills Toxtricity. So we should pick up this win here. This was actually a very good game. Like, I know we were both thrown off a little bit from the disconnect, but I think other than that, 3-0 win's not bad here. He can never kill me here. So we're going to pick up this kill. That's what we needed. So Excavalier kills Jirachi. GG to my man Cbad. That disconnect sucked, but we ended up coming back with a 3-0 win. So we picked up a 1-0 win week 1, 2-0 win week 2, or it could have been a 1-0. I think it was a 2-0 win. And then a 3-0 win week 3. So GG to Cbad. You played great. Honestly, I had a lot of fun that battle, even though the disconnect happened and kind of threw us both off. Sorry if this video is low quality again. I haven't turned off my computer a lot the past few days, so I think that's the problem. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.